Hi, Tim Sells here. In this series of videos, I'm talking about network marketing leads, and this is episode 25. What I'm going to be talking about here is that some people are unaware that they have a problem, okay? And I'm going to show you how to wake up an unaware prospect. That's what we're going to talk about. So in this series of videos, I've been basically compiling a list here. This is the very aware, this is the product aware, and so on. And so in your very aware prospect, they're loyal to you. They have multiple products from you. And so you only have to do this in your headline and when you're marketing to them. This one is a little bit different, a little bit tougher, because this one is, they know about your product, but they're just not quite sure yet. All right, so they need a little bit of you showing them the superiority of it, or elaborating a little bit more. So they need just a little bit more there. And then this particular group, the solution aware, knows results he wants, doesn't know your product. Okay, so then you're going to put the desire that that prospect has, or the solution that that prospect wants. And you can think in this one is that they, I don't know, desire to be lean, or they want to lose belly fat or something like that. Okay, and so then you've got to prove that they can accomplish it there, and then show the mechanism. Make sure that you watch that video to get that understanding. The problem aware senses that he has a problem, doesn't know of a solution. And so you want to name the need in the headline there, or the solution. You agitate that pain that he's feeling, and then present the solution. And in the unaware, no knowledge of problem or solution. That's where they're sitting. And I want to better define that particular group because this is the biggest market that you're going to have for any product or business that you have. Okay, so the prospect is either not aware of his desire, and you're thinking, what? Yeah, it happens a lot. Prospect is either not aware of his desire or his need. He doesn't know he needs it. Or he won't admit it to himself without being led into by your ad. So your ad is what's going to cause him to realize that he does desire that. Or the need is so general and undefined that it resists being summed up in a single headline. Okay, so you'll get the idea here in just a minute, but it's just kind of a blah. He's got a general sense or something like that, but he's just unaware of it. But as soon as you say it, he's like, yeah, yeah. Okay. Or it's a secret that just can't be verbalized. And that one is something where, I don't know, maybe body odor, or, some kind of thing. And, like, I'd never go to the pharmacy and ask for anything, like that kind of fellow. And the gap in all of this must be bridged by you. And it's I'm not going to say it's difficult, because, we're all playing the game. It's a fun game. And so I don't view any of this as difficult. It's just a little bit more work, but it's not that hard, okay? Because I'm giving you all the clues here. All right, so yeah, this is awesome. This is the biggest market. So if I've got a market, maybe I get a little tiny pie size of those that are in, very aware, and then a little less that are in the next category, and a little less. And so this one is going to be probably 60% of your market, okay? And so if you can tap it, then it's good. Help a lot of people. All right, I don't mention, so how I don't sell to the unaware, because now we've got so many ways now that we market. I've already shown you across that whole chart. I've already given you so many headline things and exactly what to put in a body, and whether or not to use an image and not use an image, and all those kind of things. Right? So I'm now going to start taking away all those things that I just showed you that you do that way. All right, how I don't sell the unaware. I don't mention price or product name. I don't put a company or product logo on the ad. I don't deliver a direct statement of what the product does, what desire it satisfies, or what problem it solves. And you're like, what? What do you write? Notice the word direct is italicized. Okay, I focus how I sell. I focus on the state of mind of the people in that market. They're scattered and undefined. All right, so there's just this sense, like you're just kind of messing with something, like your mind is like not calm. It's thinking about something. It's got a little bit of a nervous itch, a little bit of concern. Can't quite figure it out. That kind of feeling, all right? And it's occurring not just in your life, but it's occurring in some other people's lives, but nobody's talking about it. Not together yet, because it's not defined. It's not morphed into a definition yet. But everybody's feeling it. Or not everybody. There's a group of people that are feeling it. Headline calls out the prospect. He or she feels the same as the headline. So that headline has to penetrate right straight into that concern that person is feeling. Right? That's the magic in it. Sales copy leads them to a hint. I wished I'd have highlighted that, but it's a hint, not a direct statement or claim of a solution or to a solution. Lightly. So if you go to a solution, then you're going to it lightly. This is not a direct hit. This is a hint, not a direct statement or claim. Okay, so it's of the solution, right? So let me give you an example. So imagine that 2 years ago, you, or 3 maybe, you just saw this hit your social media and it said, Patriot. That's all it said. Okay? And then Patriot, And you just looked and it said, am I alone? Am I the only one who sees our great nation collapsing? Just like that, it defined them all. Just like that. Okay? And so it's going to call out that group. You see? Paragraphs, okay, so this is the headline. It's all one word. It doesn't have to be one word. It can be 2, 3, but the simple concept is what you're looking for. Okay, so am I the only one who sees our great nation collapsing? Okay, he thought he was the only one. And now there's another one of us. Do you know what I mean? But it's in the hearts and minds of tens, 20s, hundreds, thousands, millions, right? Paragraphs or video are building steady progression of logical image. These are concepts in the person's head, or concepts from the headline to the paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. They're building this progression of logical images to a growing awareness of the problem, or the realization that a solution is possible or brewing. Okay, you're not pushing this thing straight to a product. You're gathering them and letting them know that there's a whole tribe that's occurring. Like a lot of people are having this feeling, this thing. And so you move it on down, and maybe what you're doing here is that you're saying, hey, you're going to have to get your body ready, because if you're like me, I may need to fight, or I may need to run. I mean, and I'm not in that condition yet. I got to get there. You know, like, and they're like, yeah, me too. You know, like, and so, or it could be for survival food. It could be for water needs. It could be for first aid, you know, some training on first aid and stuff like that. All right, so to get this unaware prospect, and the whole concept that you're trying to do with this person is that you're wanting him, you're calling him out and seeing if he has the same feeling. Am I alone? Anybody else looking at this? You know, like that kind of like concern. And so he's like, yeah, I'm in, you know, like, you know, count me in. It just calls him out. Okay, so that's the whole thing. And I heard my wife talking the other day about something, and it just triggered me to write this one. Mothers, can we talk? Right? Is there anyone else who sees our kids being bullied and manipulated on social media by their friends? All right? Wow. Once you get down that thing, wow, there's like a whole lot going on in there. And Facebook certainly isn't telling about it. And neither is a whole lot of families, because they're just like, you know, that's happening here. Like, that's happening to my daughter. That's happening to my son. You know, like, you know, if they don't have enough views, they're cut down. If they don't have enough, you know, people and stuff like that, and then how dumb they look and all, they bully the heck out of them. And so, right, so this could be same thing, paragraphs or video, building steady progression, logical images or concepts from the headline to paragraph 1 and from 2, and then the growing awareness of the problem or the realization of a solution possibly are brewing. And, you know, what would that mean? Okay, so what would that direct to? Well, it can lead to work from home, be more present, or to homeschool, right? So if you work from home, then you're going to be more present, right? It's the way that, you know, like, less time with your kids can happen, right? Or start a social media group to collaborate solution ideas for this. You know, like petition or whatever it is that a person wants to do. These are how movements are born, is this kind of sales copy. All right, so I got another one here, and I'm just going to do it in the framework, but, you know, drugs in our drinking water. Well, if I wanted to sharpen the spear tip a little bit on that one, I would say Prozac in our drinking water, or birth control pill in our drinking water, right? And so and it is, that's not a lie. And so, you know, like that headline, we just kind of go, what? See, most people, and, you know, they're thinking, well, what? What's wrong with water? You know, I get it from the city. They clean it. Right? That's what unaware means. Unaware. They don't know what's in there. You know, like they think that, you know, 200 years ago, they laid the pipes underneath there, and those pipes are fine. They're probably clean as glass, right? No, they're not. They're caked with all kinds of stuff. Right? And so, yeah, everybody who's taking drugs is urinating and is coming back through. And so it's in the water. And so is anyone else concerned about what's in our drinking water? Men are supposed to drink 13 cups. That's 0.8 of a gallon, right? Over 75 cents of a gallon jug, you know, of gallon. Even if it's got drug in it. Like how much are you drinking? You know? And so, all right, so increasing awareness of the problem. Hint that a solution is brewing or being tested. All right, so cause people to become interested. Okay, so there's the framework on that one. And so now this is a wrap, because I've given you this last one here. So state of mind to unite and define. Increase awareness of problem towards a solution. Okay, so increase awareness of problem towards a solution. You're not smacking that solution. That's not what you're doing. You're easing into that thing. All right. So master this. Okay, by focusing on the slight differences between each prospect type and how to market to them. That would be looking at these, going out, finding them, finding examples of them, multiple examples of them, and then exactly how you would write that headline and then the body and so forth. All right. So, and I have to give tribute to Eugene Schwartz. He was an incredible marketer in the 20s and 30s. He wrote a book back in the 60s, and he is the mastermind that was behind this. I obviously updated everything having to do with like in current times and stuff. But yeah, he was really, really bright in this area of this awareness. So, all right. So please comment on this video or the whole series of the videos, what your thoughts are on the unaware headline, as well as the whole series that walk through this awareness level. And then also view every ad that you see. Ask yourself the question, what awareness level does this marketer who's targeting you on the computer or your phone think I am? In other words, what awareness does that person think based upon the ad that he's sending me? What does this marketer think I desire? Okay, so ask that question, and it'll help dial you in on this. And so if you haven't liked or shared or subscribed to us yet, please do so. It helps the algorithm. And then also, if you have any questions, we have a Telegram channel, and you're welcome to ask questions in there, and other people ask questions, and so you get to see my answers to their questions and things like that. And so really appreciate you. Thanks for watching.